Hello, OG! I'm Nina, and we're here in Baganihan, Davao City. Welcome to Somat de Pierre Blanche. Tara, pasok tayo. I'm Nina Canlas, 44 years old, and an entrepreneur. So Buda is short for Bukidnon, Davao. It's a boundary of Davao and Bukidnon. Actually, si Buda is shared by three provinces. Davao City, which is part of Davao del Sur, Kitaw-Taw, Bukidnon, Arakan Valley of Cotabato. So, bali, parang melting pot siya ng tatlong provinces. Mountainous area siya, nice ang weather. It can go as low as 15, then may fog, para din siyang Baguio or Tagaytay. My previous work kasi and my business involves traveling from Davao to Cagayan de Oro. So every time we pass this place, parang nakikita ko talaga na someday I'll own a piece of the land here. So without any hesitation, kahit wala pang daan, kahit wala pang road papasok, sabi ko I'll make an offer doon sa nag-offer sa amin. Nagkaroon ng opportunity to look at places na pwedeng retirement place, pwedeng off-grid place, parang doomsday prepper place, na kung saan ka pwede kasi di ba nung pandemic, marami tayong fears na na-unlock sa atin na it can happen. Parang yung mind ko na set siya na you have to have a place where you can grow vegetables, have your own water system, parang ganun, parang off-grid place. So eto siya, kaya siya nabuo. So the property is called Somet de Pierre Blanche. It's a French word for white stone summit because the property is actually situated in Sitio Puting Bato because the mountains are covered with white crystals. So I really wanted a house that is basically a part of nature. 3/4 of the property, naka-glass siya para pag nasa loob ka, feeling mo you're still with nature pa rin. So the inspiration came from browsing the net, Pinterest, then parang pinagko-connect mo with the experience of others. Pag ganito, na nasa bundok ka, it's very prone paggabi na maraming insects. So how would you incorporate that into living? For this place, I really see myself retiring here. Hindi naman masyadong malayo ang Davao, so it's just a 2-hour travel. So if you want to go to the city, madali lang din. Actually, I'm one of those na nagsusubaybay dun sa train system. So, ongoing pa din naman daw. But the first phase would be Davao del Norte, Tagum, linking it to Davao City. Then hopefully, Davao City to Cagayan de Oro. The lot size is 1 hectare and the floor area of this house is about 80 square meters. So prior to building the house, we asked locals here, the IPs here, kung saan ang magandang source ng water. So we found ang water dun sa taas ng bundok. So we bought 100 meters of PE pipes para lang magkaroon ng water. Hindi na kailangan ng pump kasi naturally may pressure siya. So dun sa taas ng bundok, gumawa kami ng reservoir. Then we have our own source of water. Hindi siya ganun kalaki, yung typical blue drum. Nag-test din ako, so drinkable siya. So when you enter the property, mapapansin nyo talaga yung white gate na para siyang hacienda style. So, sinadya ko siya na magkaroon ng very notable frontage. Then, mapapansin nyo din yung solar na nakakabit dun sa white gate. It's very different compared sa mga makikita nyong solar. Then, meron din kaming maliit na garden, vegetable garden, then maraming flowers to add homey vibes sa place. Pag dating nyo, makikita nyo ang property, nasa front siya nung bundok. Then mapapansin nyo may solar din yung property kasi dati talaga wala ditong electricity. So meron kaming solar na may battery. Gumawa pa rin kami ng line nung nagkaroon na ng electricity. May line na din dito. So parang naging backup na lang si Davao Light in case na magkaroon ng problema si solar. So parang baliktad siya instead na yung naging backup na si Davao Light. So pagdating nyo, pagpasok nyo sa main door, makikita nyo kaagad yung kitchen. It's the trending white kitchen that I really love. Parang backdrop siya dun sa green na surrounding. Isa din sa hindi ko gusto is ang pagwash ng plate. So I see to it na panoramic yung view pag naghuhugas ako ng plato kasi para ganado siya. So double purpose na naka-glass din yung kitchen. In a way, pag nagluluto ka, hindi mo na kailangan ng exhaust. Also, pag naghuhugas ka, maganda yung view. Mayroon na ding dining, makikita na talaga agad yung view dun sa dining, the 360 panoramic view ng mountains. Then, meron siyang sala. So, sa sala, with my family, nag-video kami paggabi. So, parang hindi lang talaga siya video okay. Concert talaga nangyayari kasi meron kami 4 na microphone para talaga lahat nakakakanta. Tsaka may din, bar stool. Parang last set, this is my last set, yung ganon. So, we opted a very open layout. So, dito sa veranda, I also have a hammock dito that you can spend an afternoon, early in the morning. Kung nasa loob kayo, pwede kayong lumabas dito and spend some time watching the sunrise. Kasi sa harap ng property, dun talaga makikita yung sunrise. Yung maliit ka pa, nagdo-drawing ka ng 2 mountain, tapos may sun sa gitna. Yun ang makikita mo every morning. Tsaka sa veranda also, we use this area na mag-grill kami. Then we have 2 bedrooms. Yung master bedroom, meron siyang queen size bed. Sa isang bedroom naman, yung malaki, we opted na foam lang lahat ang ilagay for easy cleaning. Then also, para flexible siya sa layout, we can put in as much as 4 queen size foam. And pwede din namang 2 lang. So, kung ano yung requirement, kung sino yung mga nandito. So, mas in-opt namin na foam na lang para mas madali siyang malinis. Then, we also have toilet and bath. So, yung caretaker namin, may ginawang shrub na naka-form into letters. Tapos, as time goes by, parang sabi namin, parang mali naman yung pagkagawa ng mga letters kasi we can't figure it out kung how does it spell. So, once, meron kaming visitor na nag-selfie, tapos sinabi niya na, uy, ang galing naman ng caretaker niyo, ginawa talaga yung apelido niyo. Tapos napansin namin, ay, oo nga, spelled canlas pala talaga. So, dun lang namin nalaman na yung shrubbery pala na ginawa nung caretaker namin is yung family surname namin na Canlas. Hindi ako nag-feeling kasi sabi nung friend ko na architect, it would be better na build on the terrain. Ibahin mo yung terrain to suit your house. Malaki ang possibility na mag-collapse kasi masyadong maulan dito yung area. Sa main structure, we used yung mga readily available na parang Lego kasi if we use concrete, medyo expensive siya. The area that time when we built this house is walang masyadong available na hardware. So to save on material cost, naghanap kami na parang plug and play, na parang Lego build. So para mas madali ang build. Then sa loob, we use WPC sa cladding para ano lang din, mabilis lang din yung trabaho ng mga tao. Then dito sa veranda, we use polycarbonate sa roofing para paggabi maganda din yung view. Wood tiles sa loob, then sa labas naman is concrete tiles na parang nag-resemble din ng wood kasi we wanted the look of parang wood cabin. So, one of the main challenge talaga of building this house is yun talaga yung construction materials and also yung mga workers din. Kasi every week, inaakyat ko dito yung mga workers at binababa ko sila weekly. That time na nag-build kami, wala pang masyadong available dito na hardware. So talagang sa Davao City, it was really very tough nung patapos na ang build. Then nagdala na lang ako ng mga appliances, ng mga furnitures and fixtures. Yung bar stool ko na nasa likod ng pick-up, 3 siya. Hindi ko nakikita yung likod kasi sa back seat nung pick-up, naka-pile yung pillow. Tapos pagdating ko dito, yung 3 bar stool, isa na lang. Feeling ko kasi ito na yung last sana na akyat ko. Parang tapos na lahat yung parang finish line, yung gano'n. Tapos pagdating ko dito, nawala yung 2. Tapos tumawag ako sa asawa ko. Tapos parang, ano nangyari sa'yo? Disgrasya ka pa. Nawala yung bar stool. Nawala yung... Anong nangyari? Bar stool lang yan. Huwag ka kumiyak. Hindi ko matanggap na sa lahat ng yung parang nasa finish line ka pa, parang pinaglaruan ka pa ng panahon. So for the future plan of this property, ngayon I started na planting trees. I want to plant more trees. Gusto kong punuin siya ng kahoy kasi dito mapapansin nyo parang meron siyang portion na parang forest. So I want to spread the forest sa property ko. I also wanted a house na for my caretaker kasi I consider them as family na din. For those who are planning to build houses like this on areas also na mountainous, dapat talaga tibay ng loob na you really have to have your dream in your heart para ma-achieve mo yung finish line. You really have to have patience. Tapos, you have to have a positive outlook talaga. You have to have something in your mind na concrete. Kasi minsan, pag nagli-layout pa lang, hindi mo pa makikita, you'd be frustrated. Then, after a week, pagbalik mo, parang hindi pa nagawa ng mga workers because kalaban din nila yung elements. Kasi masyadong maulan ito na lugar. Actually, nung nakita ko na natapos na siya, wala pang laman to, I pulled out a chair, tapos naupo lang ako. Kasi when this was being built, ako lang yung umaakyat, wala akong kasama. Kaya ko palang gumawa ng ganito. After which, parang you can't wait to show it to your family na you can share it na parang this is a place of love, this is a place of journey, parang gano'n na you can be here anytime you want.
Want to share your house and get featured? Email us at stories.onlygood@gmail.com and tell us about your interesting home story. For more videos like this, subscribe to OG and be part of the community.